Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your pal Village Vic, and tonight we're diving into the top 10 most hilarious ways to keep your daughter from dating before she turns 25. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can we possibly make this fun and not just awkward? Well, that's where the Dad Jokes Olympics come in. We're going to explore the art of dad jokes. Those cringe-worthy, eye-roll-inducing gems that dads have been perfecting for generations. Get ready for some serious dad humor, folks. You know, those awkward teenage years, the ones where your daughter is trying to figure out who she is and you're just trying to figure out how to keep up. Yeah, those years. We're going to make sure they're filled with laughter, even if it's the kind that makes her roll her eyes and groan. And maybe even consider moving to another planet. Yeah, we're going to make sure those are extra awkward. Just kidding. Or am I? The truth is, these moments are all about building memories, even if they're the kind that make your daughter want to hide under a rock. But trust me, she'll look back and laugh one day. Or at least that's what we hope. This is all in good fun, folks. We're here to celebrate the unique bond between fathers and daughters, and what better way to do that than with a little humor? After all, laughter is the best medicine, and it's also a great way to keep those teenage boys at bay. So let's dive into our top 10 list and see how many of these you can relate to. Spoiler alert, it's going to be a lot, but hey, if you're a parent who's just a little bit terrified of their little girl growing up, this one's for you. Let's get started. From the classic cleaning my shotgun joke to the I'll be your chauffeur routine, we've got a lineup that's sure to make you chuckle and maybe even give you a few ideas. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Dad Jokes Olympics. And remember, it's all about the laughs and maybe a few groans. All right, tip number 1. Encourage your daughter to, how can I say this delicately? Embrace her natural aroma. You know, tell her water dries out the skin. And nobody wants to look like a dried up old prune before their time. We're aiming for that vintage, well-aged cheese kind of vibe. Tip number 2. Let's talk fashion. And by fashion I mean anti-fashion. Ditch those trendy threads and tell your daughter it's all about that vintage look again. You know, hand-me-downs from older siblings, preferably the brother, if she has one. And if those clothes happen to have a few questionable stains, well, that just adds character. Tip number 3. Send her to an all-girls school. Less mixing, less mingling, less chance of those pesky boys sneaking in love letters. Think of it like a fortress of knowledge, surrounded by a moat of, well, hopefully not alligators. But you get the idea. Chapter 4, au naturel, and not in a good way. Tip number 4, makeup. We don't need no stinking makeup. Tell her it's all chemicals anyway, probably tested on cute little bunnies. We want our daughters embracing their natural beauty, even if that means a few extra pimples here and there. It's called character, people. Chapter 5, Pimple City, population, her face. Speaking of pimples, tip number 5 is a real winner. Skip the dermatologist. Those zits are just a natural part of growing up. Tell her it builds character. Who needs clear skin when you can have a face full of character? Chapter 6, the carb-loading diet. All right, tip number 6, let's talk diet. And by diet, I mean the opposite of a diet. Pile on those carbs, load up on the sugar, and tell her it's all about getting that womanly figure. Hey, it worked for Marilyn Monroe, right? We're going for classic Hollywood glamour here, folks. Chapter 7, TV. More like no TV. Tip number 7, time to put those parental controls to good use. Ban all romantic comedies, teen dramas, and anything remotely resembling a love story. We're replacing all that mushy stuff with nature documentaries and historical biographies. Nothing says romance like learning about the mating habits of earthworms. Am I right? Chapter 8, 50 Shades of Green. Welcome to a world where green isn't just a color, it's a lifestyle. In this chapter, we're diving deep into the vibrant, lush, and sometimes quirky world of green. From fashion to beauty, and even a touch of whimsy, green is taking over in the most fabulous way possible. Tip number 8, let's talk hair. Hair is one of the most expressive parts of our appearance, and what better way to make a statement than with a bold green hue? Whether you're going for a subtle mint or a daring emerald, green hair is sure to turn heads and spark conversations. And by talk, I mean dye. Green. We're going full-on green. Imagine the transformation as you watch the color take hold, turning your locks into a vibrant masterpiece. It's not just a color, it's an attitude, a declaration of individuality and confidence. Tell her it's the new it color, the trend that's sweeping across fashion runways and social media feeds. Green hair is more than a trend, it's a movement. It's about embracing the unexpected and celebrating the unique. That it brings out her eyes, making them pop with an enchanting allure. Green hair can highlight the natural beauty of your features, creating a striking contrast that draws attention and admiration. That it makes her look like a woodland fairy princess. Picture yourself in an enchanted forest, your green hair blending seamlessly with the lush surroundings, making you look like you stepped out of a fairy tale. Hey, if she's lucky, maybe she'll attract a handsome young park ranger. After all, who could resist the charm of someone who looks like they belong in a magical woodland, or a very confused leprechaun? Green hair can add a touch of humor and whimsy to your life, making every day feel a little more magical and fun. So, are you ready to embrace the green revolution? Chapter 9. Early to bed, early to... Boredom! Tip number 9. Curfew, you bet! And we're talking early bird special here, folks. 9 o'clock, lights out, no exceptions. Tell her it's all about establishing a good sleep schedule, that it's important for her health and well-being. And by well-being, we mean avoiding any chance of running into boys in the dark. Chapter 10. The Stone Age is back in style. And finally, tip number 10. Hide the cell phone, confiscate it. Tell her it's for her own good, that those electromagnetic waves are dangerous. Who needs social media and texting anyway? We're bringing back the art of letter writing with carrier pigeons. Okay, maybe not carrier pigeons, but you get the idea. Outro, you did it. You survived parenthood, says maybe. It's been a long journey filled with sleepless nights, endless diaper changes, and countless school projects. But look at you now. You've navigated the turbulent waters of parenthood and come out the other side, maybe a little worse for wear, but definitely stronger and wiser. Parenting is no easy feat, and every stage comes with its own set of challenges and rewards. From the first steps to the first heartbreak, you've been there through it all. So give yourself a pat on the back, because you deserve it. And there you have it, folks. The journey of parenthood is like no other. It's a roller coaster ride of emotions, filled with highs and lows, laughter and tears. But through it all, the love and bond you share with your child make it all worthwhile. Remember those sleepless nights when you thought you'd never get a full night's rest again? Or those moments of pure joy when your child achieved something for the first time? These are the memories that make the journey so special. The top 10 hilarious ways to keep your daughter from dating before she turns 25. The teenage years, a time of rebellion, self-discovery, and of course dating. As parents, it's natural to want to protect your child from the world, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. But sometimes a little humor can go a long way. Whether it's embarrassing her with dad jokes or showing up to her school events in ridiculous outfits, these moments of light-hearted fun can create lasting memories and strengthen your bond. Remember, it's all in good fun. Parenting doesn't come with a manual, and sometimes the best way to navigate the challenges is with a sense of humor. Laughter is a powerful tool that can diffuse tension, build connections, and create a positive atmosphere in your home. So don't be afraid to be silly, make jokes, and enjoy the lighter side of parenting. After all, these are the moments your child will remember and cherish. Don't actually dye your daughter's hair green, unless, of course, she's into that sort of thing. The key is to find a balance between guiding your child and giving them the freedom to express themselves. Every child is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. The important thing is to support them, love them, and be there for them, no matter what. And if that means letting them experiment with their hair color, so be it. Or maybe do, I don't know, I'm not your dad. The truth is there's no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting. It's a journey of trial and error, learning and growing alongside your child. Sometimes you'll get it right and sometimes you won't, and that's okay. What's important is that you're trying your best and showing your child that they are loved and valued. So take a deep breath, trust your instincts, and enjoy the ride. But seriously, parenting is tough, so let's have a little laugh about it. It's easy to get caught up in the stress and pressure of raising a child, but it's important to take a step back and find joy in the little moments. Whether it's a funny story, a shared joke, or a silly dance party in the living room, these moments of laughter can bring you closer together and remind you of the joy of being a parent. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more laughs. We hope you enjoyed this light-hearted look at the ups and downs of parenthood. Remember, no matter how tough it gets, you're not alone. There are millions of parents out there going through the same challenges and triumphs. So let's support each other, share our stories, and find the humor in the chaos. And until next time, keep laughing and loving.